Step in my dojo, you
Step in my dojo, you
step in my.
You usually end up putting the details first. You end up ignoring the big picture, getting stuck in a loop, and eventually you say, this doesn't sound like my hero. You give up and you start over. This happens all the time. If it's happening to you, don't worry about it. You're not bad if this is happening to you. This is a normal part of making music. Every producer has to go through this stage.
Understanding how these three forces, mixing, composition, and sound design, come together is absolutely vital to making your music sound loud and clear and well mixed. But if you don't know why, it's a mind-boggling sea of details. So if you want to know why to do what when you're composing the mix, you should check out my course, Composing the Mix. All right, what's up? It's ill.gates coming at you from quarantine. I got another tip for you that I'm going to share for free. If you're enjoying these free tips, please engage the video. Like, comment, share. If you're on YouTube, click the little bell or subscribe and let your friends know that this is where the good tips live. All right, so today's juicy little nugget of wisdom is, this took me a while to realize, when you are selecting a piece of software or a synthesizer or any other music tool, it's not all about what the features of that thing are. It's much more about how easy and fun it is to use that thing. So when I used to look at synthesizers, I would always want the synthesizer that had the craziest list of functions, the most esoteric functions, etc. And I would overlook really simple synthesizers. I would overlook the simple, kind of easy to use basic synthesizers, a lot of them analog. I'd be like, well, so what? It's got oscillators and a filter. That's it. It's missing all these other things. It's monophonic and not polyphonic, etc., etc., etc. But this bad boy, this has become my favorite synth, this SH-101. It is so old school, it doesn't even have MIDI. This synth is from 1982. Okay, and this has become my favorite synth because of how fun and easy to use it is. So even though I can't record in my DAW, like it will not send MIDI to the DAW, and I have to just record it and then chop up the recordings, even though that's how I have to use it, that limitation actually forces you to have a workflow where you're making these long recordings and chopping them up, and you get really, really usable, really musical results as a quirk of the features that it lacks. So when you're looking at synths and you notice that some synth or some plugin seems to be really, really popular and you can't figure out why it's popular, just give it a shot. You know, give it a shot or talk to people who use it, because a lot of the time the limitations are actually what makes it sound better. And the limitations are what makes it sound makes it more fun to use, right? So, make sure that you understand why each synth or whatever is popular or unpopular. Maybe talk to some of the users or watch some videos of people actually implementing it in their workflow, because often the more limited synth is actually more useful. Okay, that's today's tip. Enjoy, happy music making, and once again, if you're enjoying these free tips, please engage with the video, like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, all that good stuff, and I will continue making more of these free tips for you. Have a nice day. Bye.
It's like that.